All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Mud Monday. And today, it's a very simple tutorial on how to make a base. And it's honestly almost like a product review. So, maybe definitely not the most in-depth video of the series or of the channel, but it is a really nice method to get what I think is a great looking base very effectively and very fast. And so, as I'm sure you've seen the title, so we're going to be using a table runner. So this just comes, it's kind of hard to get on camera here, but it comes in a roll. Um, comes in a roll. Here, hold on. Maybe that helps. It comes in a roll like this. You can get these at Hobby Lobby. Although I haven't seen them in stock in a while, so maybe not at Hobby Lobby anymore. You can also get them on Amazon, other online retailers. You just want to search for grass mat table runner, and it will come up. And then it comes with this like foam backing on it. So what I do is I just take a section and tear it off. It is a little messy, but not any less messy than, or not any more messy than other basing methods. And then what you want to do is just tear off this foam backing here, because it doesn't really look like anything that we would want on a base. And you can do any number of things to the base beforehand. I have had plenty of success just leaving the base black, and that's fine. You could paint it, though, if you wanted a different color as your sort of under dirt color. But I'm not going to in this case. I'm just going to get most of this gray foam off here, and then we will go ahead and glue it down. And so this can be a really effective way to get a lot of miniatures based really quickly. If you can tear off a much bigger piece than this. Here, you can see it's quite messy. If you want, though, you can save these bits and use them for like little bits of scatter on other bases in the future. But you can tear off a whole big piece, then just lay it down upside down, and then just come along and glue bases to it. And then you have all your bases glued down to this one piece, and you just come with a pair of scissors and cut it out, and you're all set. So I'm just going to put some glue on here. Kind of here, there, and everywhere. You want to make sure to get glue to the edges, because the edges will be what doesn't stick down with this. And then I'll just come in and kind of just pick a piece or an area that I like and just tap it down. And then you just let your glue dry, and it'll take the normal amount of time that glue does. Don't have to use super glue. I'm just using super glue because it's fast, and for this video that makes it easy. But then once it does dry, you just pop it off. If you have it on one of these things, you just pop it off, and then you come underneath here with a pair of scissors and just slice your excess off. This will be easier if you have a straight-edged base. The GW angled bases can be a little trickier. You just have to make sure to follow that angle around the base. And cut that off. And there you go. There's your base. I have used it to base my Nighthaunt army. So here is an example of one of my Nighthaunt miniatures on this base. Is it the absolute best looking base? No, not by a million miles. But does it look better than just texture paint and calling it done? Yes, it does. So that's what I'm going for these. Mostly when I did this Nighthaunt army, I just wanted to test how this stuff would work, and I was very happy with it. You get this sort of mix of, grass in some spots, dirt in other spots, and I really like it. This piece here that I just did for this video, probably a little too thin, and that's why you can see the super glue under here. So I probably shouldn't have torn off as much, or I should have just put a layer of brown paint underneath the super glue. You can also come back, though, after the super glue is dry. Do not touch your brushes to super glue. But after everything is dry, you could come back and add paint on top of this. You could dry brush the grass. You could do all sorts of stuff. But for these, I just stuck them down, painted the base frame, and called it done. So that will do it for today's video. Just a nice, quick, short one, but hopefully it helps somebody. If you can get a hold of this table runner stuff, you can have your whole army based in an hour. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the video, I would encourage you to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future, and I will see you tomorrow.